Diary of St. Francis de Sales, December 30th. This year also sinks into the abyss, where all the others until now have submerged. Oh, how desirable eternity is in the face of these miserable and fleeting vicissitudes. Let time run its course, as we too gradually run toward being transformed into the glory of the children of God. But when I consider the way I have consumed God's time, I am filled with great apprehension and fear that He may not wish to grant me His eternity, since God only wants to give it to those who have wisely used their time. Spiritual Letters. On December 30th, 1622, the body of St. Francis de Sales was placed, with great reverence, in the Church of the Visitation of St. Mary in Lyon, awaiting the orders of his heirs for burial. A large number of people attended the funeral. There were numerous healings just by touching the coffin, which increased and strengthened the reputation of holiness of the deceased in the hearts of the faithful. The superior of the Reformed Cistercians delivered some heartfelt words. His faith regarded our saint as another St. Charles, St. Irenaeus, St. Augustine. The heart of the Saint Bishop was taken to the Visitandines of Belcourt, who kept it with great veneration, first in a silver reliquary, and later in a magnificent gold one, donated by King Louis XIII of France, in recognition of the healing he received when he touched that holy relic. The heart remained in France until the end of the 18th century, when the Visitandines of Belcourt were forced to flee to Italy due to the French Revolution. Today it is venerated incorrupt in the monastery of the Visitation in the city of Treviso. The tongue, the instrument of so many conversions, is also venerated incorrupt in the monastery of Avignon. As for the stones from his gallbladder, the largest was given to Queen Marie de' Medici, another to Queen Anne of Austria, two others to the princes of Savoy, Charles Emmanuel and Victor Amadeus, and the rest to various princes and prelates. All kept them as the greatest treasure of their piety. Reflection, December 30. As the year draws to a close, St. Francis de Sales invites us to look at time with truth and responsibility. Years rush past one after another, and with them our life slips away. In the face of such fleetingness, eternity appears as the only truly desirable good. The saint does not hide his holy fear. Time is God's gift, and only those who have used it well can hope to receive eternity. This is not a sterile fear, but a call to conversion of heart, to live each day with greater love, fidelity, and awareness of God's presence. Even after his death, the heart of St. Francis continues to speak. Preserved incorrupt and venerated by kings and faithful alike, that heart preached during his life and continues to preach after it. To love the present time well is to prepare eternity. Whoever transforms time into love need not fear the judgment of time.